So you can come into a comfortable cross-legged position. If you have something you want to sit up on, feel free to grab that. And we'll begin with eyes closed. Taking these first few moments of class to settle in, slow down. Feel where your body touches the support underneath you. Feel the movement created by your breathing. And you can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus, and feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you throughout your practice. So let's begin with eagle arms. We'll take one elbow on top of the other. Put some pressure between the arms like you're trying to pull them apart, and that can help spread between the shoulder blades. And you may want to round your back or shift side to side. Feel free to explore within the pose. Notice which arm is on top, and then take a couple gentle swings. And we'll take the other arm on top. Pressure between the elbows, spreading the rib cage. And then release, couple gentle swings. Bring your hands to the floor behind you, fingers facing forward. Roll your shoulders back and your elbows back. And then lift the chest. Take the chest as high as you can. And each breath, see if there's a little bit more height. As if you were filling up a balloon in the chest and floating it up to the ceiling. Release, come up, hands to knees, round back, lean away from your hands on your knees. And then roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top. Sitting tall, drop your right ear over to right shoulder, press down. Through your left shoulder, looking for a stretch on the left side of the neck, and feel free to move around a little, exploring. Rotate chin to chest and come over to the other side. Both shoulders drop. Looking for an opening on the right side here. Rotate chin to chest, come back to the first side, and then go back and forth a few times. Half circles or 3/4 circles, watching the sensation move from one side to the other. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace your fingers behind your head. And let your elbows hang down, letting the weight of the arms fall on the back of the head, stretching the back of the neck. And then release the arms down, head floats up. Bring hands to the floor behind us again, shoulders roll back, elbows roll back. Puff up the chest, take it as high as you're able. Release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Roll your way back up, still holding the knees. Pull the chest through. See if you can keep the back of the neck long, so the back of the neck follows the arc of the spine. And then round back, bring your feet to the floor and bring hands to the backs of the legs, putting a little pressure up on the backs of the legs to round even more. Roll up from the base of the spine to arch back, but also lean back, so abdominals are supporting you. And we'll go back and forth here. Exhale, round. Inhale, roll up and arch. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Now, exhale back, release your arms and come down a little lower. Inhale, same arch, but arms come by your ears. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. And then let's hold this last one. Come up, lifting up away from the sit bones. You decide how much you lean back, but can you relax your face, your neck, your shoulders? And then release, round back, holding here. And you can decide how low you go. Working where it's needed, softening, letting go what's not needed. And then release. Let's come all the way forward into a high push-up position. Set your hands near the front of the mat. Step the feet back. Feel your head connected to your heels, whole body in a straight long line. Shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up. And come into your back bend. Feel free to take this gently or deep, cobra or up dog. And then back to down dog when you're ready. You might pedal out your feet here, bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor, waking up the backs of the legs. You might swing the hips side to side. And then drop your knees, sink back to child's pose. Just practicing that is a good option, remembering that you have the option of resting anytime, whether you rest in child's pose or some other shape. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left. And then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a little more. And then back to center. Lift up through table, come back through down dog, and then walk your hands and feet towards one another. And let's hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. You might take a sway or shake out, let it go. Bend your knees a little more and then slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. Step up to the front of the mat. Coming into mountain pose, Tadasana. We'll bring hands together at the heart. Let's take a series sun salutation. Next, inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. And please take the time you need for each of your transitions, for everything you're doing. Let's take 5 deep breaths. Could be in down dog, but it could just as well be in child's pose or sitting or some other neutral shape. Last deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra, and back to down dog. This time from down dog, when you're ready, take your right leg up, bend your knee in, and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a few times, pulling the hips up and back. Go in both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Send it up and back. Right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Inhale, arms up. Settle in, sink low. Feeling right where you are. Last breath here. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go like ragdoll. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one, drop the back heel, arms high, sink low. One more breath. Release, making your way back to down dog in whatever way you'd like. So vinyasas are optional. Take the time you need for each transition. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a couple times, big circles, both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. What are you noticing here? Even though this pose may be one you've done many times before, can you still be curious about it? Last breath. Tip forward. Standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. Let the head hang, face relax. Last breath. Step back. Warrior one. One more breath here. And then find your way to a good rest. That could be down dog or any other neutral shape. Come back to slow, steady breath. If it's useful, you might close your eyes. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward, inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take just the right arm up as we inhale. Exhale over to a side bend. The left arm can provide a little support in whatever way you need. Strong legs pressing into the floor, strong core supporting you. Reach a little further out to come up and release down. Same thing other side. Reach a little further out to come up and release down. Interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, take your arms up by your ears, shoulders drop, and then rise up onto your toes for a little balance. So that could be just a slight lift of the heels. You could come all the way up or anywhere in between. Pick a steady gazing point. Imagine you can keep your head where it is now as you lower your heels. So you grow a little longer as the heels come down. And then release. Arms out to the side. Push out through the base of the hand. Pull the fingertips back towards you strongly. Engage the abdominals as you do this so you're not overarching the back. And then curl fingertips down. Pull the knuckles in strongly. Keep reaching out from the center of the chest. And then circle the wrists. A couple big circles, both directions. And release arms down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair. Utkatasana. Hips low, head high, shoulders low, fingers high. Keep outwardly rotating the arms. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, shift forward and find your balance. And you're welcome to modify or adjust this however you need to. You choose your arm position. Supporting leg can be bent or straight. One more breath here. Step back. Warrior 1. Release through your movement transition. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3. Modifying or adjusting in the ways that work for you. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior 1. Release through your movement transition. And then come back to your resting pose, letting go. See if you can find ease. If the shape you're in isn't easy, choose a different shape. Last deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, one breath. Come in and step right back to Warrior 1. From here, open out, Warrior 2. Slowing down. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse Warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, triangle, reach out to come down. You can bring your hand to your shin, your ankle, block the floor. One more breath here. Let's release. Make your way to down dog. Just taking things one moment at a time, feeling right where you are right now. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3. Step back. Warrior 1. Open out, Warrior 2. using everything you know about this pose, about your body, to explore your full expression. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. What is there to let go of, even here? Let's straighten the front leg, triangle. Having the pose be both dynamic and at ease. Last breath here. Release. Make your way to down dog, feeling what you are doing, whatever you're choosing to do right now. And then settle into a good rest, letting go of all of that. Let's make our way to hands and knees, tabletop. Set the hands under the shoulders, knees under hips, and we'll get set up for thread the needle, a twist. Left arm lifts up, curl from fingertips down, and then thread it right behind your right wrist and keep going until you come all the way down onto your shoulder and side of your head. You can push your right hand into the floor or into your bottom forearm to roll open through the top shoulder. There are many variations of this, and anything you do will have an effect, so feel free to explore how your weight is distributed between your knees, any tilt of the pelvis one way or another. Any different arm position. And then release. Make your way back to hands and knees, back to neutral. You may want to take a little movement before going to the other side. Could be cat-cows, could be any movement at all. Just integrating what you've just done. From hands and knees, let's go to the other side. Right arm lifts up. Curl from fingertips down, thread it through, come all the way onto your shoulder and side of your head, and then push the left hand into the floor or bottom forearm. Can the breath be deep, even though it's a little constricted in the twist? And then release, come up, unwind. And again, maybe a few rolls through the spine, any side to side, front to back movement, evening things out. We'll come through down dog and take this twist a bit deeper, coming into dying warrior. So we're going to step the right foot out to the left and slide it all the way over until you're on your right outer hip. Right leg is parallel to the front of the mat. You can go ahead and tip over. So this is not pigeon pose, very different. Back toes tucked under if you can, as if you're trying to square your hips. They're of course not going to square, but try and get that left hip down. And then square off your torso as much as you can towards the front of the mat. You can stay on your hands, Or you might come down to your forearms, or you might take this twist a lot deeper by adding the arms from the last pose. So you choose your challenge. It's not necessarily better to go deeper. You may want to hold back a little. If you'd like, you could thread the left arm out to the right. This is like Exorcist. Very, very twisted. Can your breath be deep? Really paying attention as you unwind. There can be a huge relief as we unkink, making your way back to down dog. It can be a flush of blood, heat, energy as you unwind, just noticing. When you're ready, same thing other side, thread the left leg out to the right. Lower onto the outside of the left hip. If you can, keep the back toes tucked under, do so, rolling that right hip down. You may need to take the second side even slower, still unwinding from the first side. So take your time. You can be on your hands, you can be on your elbows. You might thread the right arm out to the left. So more important than what shape you are coming into is that you are continuing to observe your experience. If it becomes too much, back out slightly so you're moderating what you're doing physically. And also just notice, when do you check out? What do you do when things feel tight? It's probably very similar in yoga as it is in the rest of life. So here we can bring some awareness to patterns. Is it possible to feel this tightness and open? You can unwind when you're ready. Take your time. Eventually making your way back to down dog. Taking any movement that helps you let that go. Let's come all the way through to sitting. Extend the legs forward. Take the flesh of the sit bones back. If you want to sit up on something, feel free to slide a blanket or cushion under your bum. Lengthen and fold. Use your hands to support you, whether that's on your feet, a strap around your feet, or on the floor. Each inhale, go towards length. Each exhale, towards folding. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. Let's bring soles of the feet together. Baddha Konasana. Might grab your toes, might grab your ankles. Lengthen and fold. Elbows could push into your legs to help you open, or if it works better, you might support yourself on your hands or elbows or props. Continually remembering it is not about getting anywhere or creating any particular shape. These poses are a series of directions we're going in order that we meet our edges. So if you've met your edge, you are doing it right. Shouldn't look any different, feel any different. And then the real work is, can I be with myself like this? It's easy to be with oneself when everything looks good and feels good, but sometimes it's a little more challenging. Let's release, come up. Bring your knees in and roll on back. Take a circle with your knees, feeling what's touching the floor as you do. If there's a part of your back that could use a little extra attention, you might rock back and forth on those places. And then we'll take a few back bends. You can take the ones you like. So I'll suggest starting with bridge. Feet hip width apart, parallel. Press your feet down, lift your hips high, interlace your fingers behind your back, shrug your shoulders underneath you. Check that your feet are still hip width apart, parallel. 100% effort. And letting go of the results, letting them be as they are. Whenever the pose feels complete, come down and rest, really rest. Let yourself rest as long as you like. If you feel like coming up again, come up again. Same thing, or any other back bend. If you don't feel like coming up again, can you just enjoy the rest? Breath is steady, whether you're back bending, transitioning, or resting. If you're still enjoying your back bends, keep going. There's no rush. If you are done, take a counter stretch. I'll suggest happy baby, but do whatever feels right for you to integrate what you've just done, take care of yourself. Feel free to move around a little. In happy baby, you might straighten one or both legs. And then drop your feet to the floor. Let's cross the right ankle above the left knee. Reach your hands through, grab the left leg and hug it in. Stretching the right outer hip. And as you do this, keep checking for unnecessary effort and let it go. Your jaw at ease. Muscles around the eyes relaxed. Shoulders dropping. Drop the left foot to the floor, straighten the right leg up, flex and point your right foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times both directions. Keeping the right leg more or less where it is, straighten the left leg along the floor, grounding down through the back of the left leg. And open your right leg out to the right, just at a slight angle. So you can support your leg in a number of ways. One way is to have your elbow on the floor and your leg resting into your hand. But do it in the way that feels right for you. But try and keep that left leg grounded. Let's bring this straight right leg up and across. So left hand can reach for the outside of the right foot. If it's too tight to reach the foot, you might bend your knee or hold your calf or use a strap and take it all the way across. Spinal twist with a straight or partly straight leg. Roll open through the right shoulder. And if you want to add a quad stretch to this, your free hand can reach for your free foot. So right hand reaching for the left foot. You might need to pick up the torso in order to grab it. Once you have hold, drop the torso back down. In a moment, we'll roll onto our backs. Some bodies might come through half or full lotus. Please don't force anything. As you roll onto your back, you could bring that right ankle up to half lotus. And then if it feels like a safe idea, you might thread the bottom leg up to full lotus. Please don't force anything. So you'll end up with something. Could be crossed ankles, half lotus or full lotus. Hug it to your chest, whatever it is. Maybe a little circle or rock here. And then take your legs up to the ceiling, give them a good shake out, shaking the muscle on the bone. Kick your butt. And then drop your feet to the floor. Same thing other side. Cross the left ankle above the right knee. Reach your hands through, grab the right leg, hug it in. Shoulders dropping, chin dropping. To release, drop the right foot to the floor, straighten the left leg up, flex and point your left foot a few times. Circle your ankle a few times both directions. And then straighten the right leg along the floor and open the left leg out to the left. Finding just the right amount of effort and letting go of everything that's not needed here continually. Let's bring the leg up and across. Opposite hand can hold the outside of the foot, the calf, a strap. Roll open through the left shoulder, drop down through the left hip. If you did add a quad stretch on the other side, you can add that again. Reaching left hand for right foot. We'll make our way onto our backs. You might come through half or full lotus. Don't force anything. Hug what you have to your chest. Give it a little circle or rock. And then straighten the legs up. Give them a little shake out, shaking the muscle on the bone. You can take your arms up, give them a good shake too, shaking your whole body. And then release. Is anything else needed for you to feel complete in this practice? If you need anything, take your time, any last pose or stretch. Part of your body that could use a little attention. Eventually making your way into a symmetrical, relaxed position. Let go of the control of your breath. Let go of trying to do anything. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. Use your hands to help you up to sitting. Bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you have a good rest of your day.